Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. Oh my goodness gracious guys, what a week. It is Thursday. I am behind on all the things. But I finally did my budget and my plan for next week. I've just been busy and exhausted and all the things. So let's go ahead and get started. I need to check in with my budget for September 11th through the 17th, and then budget for next week. Is next week the last week? No, it is. So this will be the third week that I'm checking in with and budgeting for the fourth week. Okay, so we are starting out with our rollover. We had $1,361.34 rollover. Hope this pen does not die on me. The ink is almost out of it. Mr. P's income came in at $1041.32. Nothing from other. And so our income was $2,402.66. Okay. For our bills, we were only expecting Google to come out, but Netflix came out. So I've got to figure out if the due date has changed or what, because I was planning on paying that until next week, but it has already come out, and that was $19.25. All right, and then I had a whoopsie. Prime. I canceled Prime back in the spring, and then my husband was doing the dance this past weekend, and we needed some things from there, and so I decided to go ahead and it was supposed to be $1.99, and it was, and then I forgot to cancel it, and so I was charged the $16.04 for Prime for a month. So I just forgot to cancel it. So that came out this week. I have already canceled it, so this will be the last time it comes out. Whoops. My mistake, or as the kids say, my bad. All right, so $38.28 was our bills, and so that leaves us with $2,364.38. I did take $180 from sinking funds and $400 for savings. So this did not change. That was $580. And that left us with $1,789.38. And then for our variable expenses, nothing changed. We kept the same amount coming out. We didn't go over in any categories, except we did have one thing unbudgeted, and I should have remembered and taken out money from a sinking fund or started a sinking fund for it. But my husband's hunting license, I forgot to account for that. So that was $57. So this area was $457, leaving us with $1,332.38. I made payment, the regular payment for Bank of America, that was $60, so we have $1,272.38. Then I made an extra payment to Bank of America, which was $60, so that leaves us with $1,212.38, and that's what we will roll over to week number 4. Okay, and so that leaves us with that zero-based budget. Now, I also have to check in with my variable expenses. So those are back here. And I've just written them on a sticky. All right, so let's start with our groceries. I got groceries twice, or not really twice, but at 2 different stores on the same day. I got groceries on the 15th. I went to the grocery outlet and spent $21. And then I went to Walmart and spent, where is that? $103. All right, and then pet supplies. I did not spend anything on pets this week. Household on the 15th at Walmart. I spent, trying to find it, $13. Eating out, we ate out twice. On the 12th, we got Chick-fil-A, and that was the night we went to the ball game. The ball game was in, it was an out-of-town ball game, 2-hour trip. So we spent $19 at Chick-fil-A. Oh, I forgot. And then on the 13th, we went after the dance and got Waffle King. And that was $43. And that included the tip and everything. All right, then we got gas twice in my car because we used it to travel for the ball game. So gas I got on the 11th. In my car, I spent $35, and then I filled back up after our trip to the ball game and got $40. And then unbudgeted on the 13th, hunting license, and that was $57. Okay, so those are our variable expenses that we track. And not too bad, not too bad. We had the money for this, so it wasn't like we didn't budget for it. This is the only thing that we didn't budget for. So now I'm going to go and start my budget for week number 4 of September. Some days I feel like September is flying by, but some weeks feel like they are just crawling by. The weekends go by really fast. It's the weekdays. Guys, work is a lot right now. We changed from Chromebooks to Apple iPads, and it has not been fun. The transition has been difficult for both the students and the teachers, and I'm just over it. I'm not much on digital learning anyway, so I don't use it a whole lot. There's days where I don't even, like, the kids don't even need their iPads in my class because, of course, you know, we read. But when they do need them, they don't always work like they're supposed to. All right, so this is going to be, let me get my draft. This is going to be September, I cannot spell, September 18th through the 24th. You should have seen me trying to spell tendinitis today. We were taking notes from the novel that we're reading. I had the awfulest time spelling tendinitis. The kids were like helping me out. They're like calling, you know, letter by letter, and my brain and my ears were not working together. All right, so we have rollover of 1212. We have Mr. P, I'm going to say 1,000, and then other 200. So our income should be 2412. Okay, so for bills, we have our power bill this month, and oh my goodness, this is the highest I think it's ever been, $465. Now that includes our internet and an outdoor light that we pay for, but that is a high power bill, even like winter time for us. So I'm not sure. I will see what happens in October. If it's still high, we're going to have to get somebody out here to look and see if there's something going on with it, because we can't do this. If this is this high now, winter time, we won't be able to afford it. All right, then we have Spotify that will come out, and that is 13. And then Hulu. And Hulu is 22. Netflix would have been on this one, but it came out early, so I've got to figure out exactly when Netflix is going to be paid. All right, so our bill total is an even $500, and that leaves us with $1,912. We're going down to our sinking funds and savings. So for sinking funds, I'm planning on $180, and then for savings, I am planning on $400. Okay. So that is a total of $580, and that leaves us with $1,312. Nope, that's wrong. $1,332. I saw that 12. All right, 32. Okay. Going over here to our variable expenses. We do not have a ball game this weekend. It is open. My daughter is going to the a church camp out. So I'm excited about not having to do a whole lot. We do have some plans. We're going to do a date night Friday night, but some friends of ours, they want to go out on Saturday. So we are going on a double date with some friends, and I'm so excited. We have not been out with them in, gosh, a year or more. So I'm excited about that. Budgeted. All right. So for groceries, we're doing $150. Pets, $20. Household, $20. $30 for Mr. P. $50 for me. $15 for Miss P. $25 for eating out. $70 for gas. $20 for giving. And hopefully nothing for unbudgeted. So this is $400. And that is going to leave us with $932. We have no debt payments this week, so that's $932. Extra debt, Bank of America, and that's going to be $60. And so that will leave us $872. We are just going to leave that in the account as our buffer. And that is our zero-based budget for our week 4. We've got 5 weeks in September, just by the way our income and paychecks fell. So October, I think, is going to be a 4-week month. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked at the dates, but I'm pretty sure that's what I had figured up. So anyway, that is my budget. Guys, thank you for being patient with me and waiting for videos. And, oh, I haven't even checked comments this week, guys. I have just been running on fumes. I'm not even going to kid. Like, this morning, okay, so last night I went to bed super early. Then my daughter woke me up because she needed help with an assignment, and so I helped her. Then I went back to sleep. I dreamed about work all night long. So I felt, when I woke up this morning, I felt exhausted, just like I'd worked all day. But anyway, I will reboot over the weekend, hopefully, and just get back to it next week. So anyway, I will be back in my next video with a cash stuffing, and then we will just try to catch up from there. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.